Hi, friends, and welcome to our new unit, Unit 7, which means our Green Book friends. We have now officially gotten through 2 units. Yay! After this unit, there's only 2 more units to learn. So our last lesson, we were discussing exponents and squaring exponents, and I gave you a brief preview of what we are moving on to, and that we would need to know how to get a number to a power greater than to the second power. And I did show you how to do that in your calculator. I'm going to go through that process again today, and that's what today's lesson is. We are going to take exponents. We're going to take a number to any power. And that is all the lesson's about. I put scientific notation up here because the reason why we're doing this lesson is the following lesson, our next lesson, is all about scientific notation. And with scientific notation, you need to be able to calculate numbers to various powers. You could have a number such as 9.3 times 10 to the 18th power. So we do need to know how to do that. So that's why we are practicing this skill first, and then we'll go into scientific notation next. Okay, so once again, we have our nifty grifty scientific calculators. You just simply are going to open yours up, okay, just like Miss Fisher did. Turn on the button, okay? And if you recall from the last lesson, so you can see I put for our calculators that I bought, the buttons we are going to press. So we are going to try to a power that's pretty big. If we're going to put into the 20th power, that's the power we're going to do. So we're going to do to the 20th power, and these are the buttons you are going to press. You're going to press the button 3, y to the x, 20 equals, okay? If you have a different calculator, it might be, let me erase this for now, for those at home, or if you're cyber, or if you're working on this at home, you could have something that looks like this. I call it the caret sign. It's called a caret sign. So it could be, you might not have y to the x. It could be 3, oh my Lord, my handwriting. Caret, I'm so sorry. I spaced out for a second. That happens to Miss Fisher. And then to the 20th. Okay. Then equal sign. Okay, so if you don't have the X or Y to the X button, you would have what's called a caret button. You would press the caret button. That's what it looks like. And then it would be to the 20th power. Okay. So for those of you using my calculator, if you're in class, so you could be in class looking at this video tutorial, say Miss Fisher's absent, and there's a sub there. The sub will most likely direct you to watch Miss Fisher teaching the lesson, and then the sub might give you the worksheet that follows the lesson. You could be watching this in class if Miss Fisher is cycling through groups. So as you know, we have 3 groups, the green, the blue, and the yellow. I would never be able to cycle through 3 groups in one day. So it might be a day where you might have to watch Miss Fisher teach through a video. But I do get every other day, I do get to every group. So either way, here's our calculator. And I am going to press 3. So again, I'm going to press the awesome number of 3. And I'm going to press, I'm so sorry, y to the x. And I'm going to press, we decided on 20. And then I'm going to press equals. And look at that huge number. So that is your answer, that gigantic, awesome number. So we would write that down. So Miss Fisher is going to have to erase this bottom part. So write that down. Okay, so our answer is Oh, Lordy Lord. 3, 4, 8, 6, 7, 8, 4, 4, 0, 1. Okay, so that is our answer. Let me just double check. It's always great to double check your answers. So that's our answer. You want to put the commas in. So remember, every 3 numbers you place a comma. So 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. Okay. Okay, so remember, this is your thousand. This is your million. And this is your billion. This isn't taught this school year. This was taught in elementary school. So how you would read this number, which I'm not going to ask you to do. So this unit is testing on your exponents, but how you would read this number technically is 3,486,784,401. Okay. All right. So moving on, I'm going to have you try now. So I will give you a couple minutes to input it into your calculators and see what you come up with, and see if you come up with the same answers Miss Fisher comes up with. Okay, so I will do this in my calculator. I want you to do it in your calculator, and we'll see what we get. Okay. Boy, Miss Fisher is sweating like a sinner in church. Okay, so I want to show you, these are the numbers I got. Hopefully you have the same thing. But I do want to show you, so this is my real calculator that I use every single day. And I did want to bring up, I paused the video for that reason, in case you don't have this calculator and you don't have the Y to the X button. My calculator has that caret button I'm talking about. So I do want to show you, for those of you that might have it, the caret button looks like that. Okay. And I will show you when I clear it. So if I wanted to do the first one, which probably everyone has answered questions with anyways, I'll do the first one with you guys. It should do it the same on this calculator probably. So 8, and then I press my caret button to the 13. So you can see, so I have 8 to the 13, and then I'm going to enter. Okay. So that's what you see, an E to 11. So what does that mean? Look at the number I wrote. So the E to 11 just simply means it's being carried out 11 spaces. So I'm going to move that decimal you see over to my right 11 spaces, you can see they didn't give you 11 numbers. So I filled in the number they didn't give me with a 0, which is typical. That's what you do. So when there's a number, this happens when there's a number the calculator decides that's too large. Yeah, there's space. It could have given us the whole number, but if the calculator decides the number's too large, the calculator is going to use the E button, and it's just going to say it's this number, and you pull it out to whatever power. So it's going out to the 11th. So what I did is it had 5.49, and I took away that decimal point and I moved it over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I actually only moved it over 10, so I can put over another 0, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can add in another 0, so that will move these around. Okay, so that's all that's telling you. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So that is the number you get. So don't get confused, and it should show the same thing you got on this one as well. Okay, this one does the 5.49. It's the same thing on ours as well. Okay, 2 to the 11th is small, so it took out the whole thing for you guys. So if you did 2 to the 11th in your calculator, so I'm going to demonstrate on this one for those who have the caret sign. So I just clear it. I press 2. I press the caret. I press 11, I press enter, and that's what I got. Okay, and then you press 4, caret, 10, enter, and that's what you get. Okay, so again, really super duper easy. This lesson, that's all it's about, is making sure that you understand how to take a number to a power that's greater than 2. At this point, the calculator's doing all the work for you. You just simply have to know what buttons to push. And I showed you the 2 different buttons that you would push depending upon what kind of calculator you had. So this is a graphing calculator. I love that calculator. It's my favorite calculator ever. It does everything for you. It does physics. It does so much. It's awesome. And this is your scientific calculator. So again, always feel free to reach out to me if you need anything, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye now.